Right, we're gathered here in the name of, we're calling on Cosmic Sai Baba, and it's the 4th of June 2019, and the day is Tuesday, and the meeting is taking place at Val, New South Wales, Australia. So just give me one moment, please, and we're calling on Cosmic Sai Baba to make his presence. Thank you. Oh, I am here, my dear, and I am very pleased to be here. And I welcome this opportunity to be able to connect you to Andromeda Val in the galaxy M31. You have been doing this for a while now, and so it is very welcomed from Andromeda's point of view, because they there always look forward to this connection to take place. You have not any idea as to how important it is, really. So I accept and I thank you for your work, the work you do, my dear. And so it is over to Andromeda Val now, and I give my blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am Andromeda Val, and as always, I always welcome the opportunity to come. We have been set up on a platform to connect you to the galaxy Andromeda M31, which is where I am coming from. And as I have said many times already, I am 6,000 years in your future. And so, if people wonder about that, you can also think about the fact that everything is happening at once. And so it is merely a matter of focus on where you want to be and when. I hope you will give that some thought. But for the moment, it would give me pleasure to be able to speak my language. I missed out last meeting, and I always like to greet you in my message, in my language. And so, if you will allow me, I am happy to welcome you to our galaxy and to make this connection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now I would like to invite questions, because I know there are 3 questions as I have requested. And so can you please speak out and tell me what the questions are today? Thank you.
Yes. How can we know ourselves?
How can you know yourselves? Well, that is a good question, because as you are in a human body, you are not all that you really are. And I think I am speaking to people in this room that understand that. But it is a fact, of course, that the earth body gives you a vehicle to walk on this planet Earth, which we have said we have created, or the angelic realms have organized for it to be created. And so the journey is here to help and to keep the energy connected to the source of Andromeda, where all the energy is coming, because it is helping to lift the consciousness of the planet. And the planet itself is changing, as is everything in the universe, not just the galaxy, but in the universe, and universes, if you like. There's different levels of consciousness, and that means vibration and frequency and energy. So how can you refresh my mind, my son?
How can we know ourselves?
How can you know yourselves, indeed? Well, your true selves is in a light body, which is also with your earth body while you are on an earth planet. And it has a consciousness, your soul consciousness. And that is the aspect of yourself that you need to focus upon and are aware of, for it will help you to connect to your oversoul, which is a family of souls that you are connected to. It is your God self from that place, and it is from the source. And the source is of love and compassion. And the energy can be felt when people tap into that energy. So that is a good way to understand and know yourself, in always connecting to the soul consciousness, which is within your heart. I can say it like this: it comes in through your head, it bypasses your brain, although sometimes it records from your brain, and then it actually is in your heart. So the voice of the soul consciousness comes into your heart. And I say this with emphasis because it is important that you, if you can, connect to that place. That is where you will know yourself. All the information that you will ever need upon this earth will be given to you from that place. It is that energy also that is keeping your heart ticking, and the many other aspects of your physical body that needs to be operating without any influence at all. It is just automatic. And so the heart beating and the blood flowing and the organs within your body that cleanse the blood, and also the lungs that breathe and take the air from your atmosphere to keep you alive, are the very things that are automatic. So you are understanding, I think, what I am saying. If you connect to yourself from that point, and all you have to do is have that intent, you will connect and know yourself. If you sit quietly, and it is asking actually to form a kind of, or what can I say, a space within you to allow this energy to connect, to bypass your brain, and to hear or feel the consciousness that comes through you, through your soul consciousness. And it is from that place that you will come to know yourself. So meditating is a good way. But there are other ways too to have experience an altered state of consciousness, and that is actually the same as if you are daydreaming. You can be sitting, say, in your chair right now, and you can be thinking about something else at another place, another time, and thinking how beautiful it is and how lovely and how you feel very relaxed in that place. And that is an altered state of consciousness, because you feel you are there, although you are sitting here in the chair in this room. Well, I hope you are understanding what I am saying, and you can actually evolve and actually explore more from that point, and you will be surprised exactly where your soul consciousness can take you to be aware of many other things within you and your oversoul. Your past lives, if you like, they exist, as do other beings. Everything is recorded, so it can be confused sometimes that people can take on an energy or an entity and feel that it is like them, but in actual fact it is not them exactly, but it is needing help. And so it can be helped and assisted to move on, back to the world of light, back to the part of the source of all, and find their home again. I'm rambling on a little, I think, and so can I ask is that enough for you, or would you like to ask something else?
Maybe two more questions.
Yes, the second question.
Do we carry our past karma when we reincarnate?
Well, in some ways I have started to talk about that by talking about energies that hold a life force of a life that exists within your, can I say, not atmosphere from where you operate with your human ways and eyes and feeling, but the next world, which is also in your atmosphere. Some people connect to it and call it another dimension, the astral perhaps, but it is a place where it still exists and it does record everything that has happened upon your planet. And so if you tap into that, you can actually connect to other lives that you have lived, and it is about focus. Or sometimes you can connect to something that is not actually a past life for you, but could be a soul that is troubled and caught between the astral and moving back home to the world of light. And so there are many that have agreed to assist those beings to move on. Now, because they're unhappy, sometimes they stay a while, they want to offload their past, their unhappiness, and you can help them with that. And you could almost feel that it is your past life, but not necessarily so. However, there will be a feeling, and you will know that it is not you, but someone else that you are helping. And when I say not you, I mean not you as you were in a past life. There is not that much difference, and so confusion can arise, but it is no problem really, because from another way of seeing things, when you first came into your earth body through the soul, you have agreed to a contract for a life to be played out at this time in this life. And so if you ask if your karma from another life can still affect you, yes it can. Karma is action, and so what you have put in action in other lives can be actually drawn upon. Sometimes action can be very good and one of helping others, or having a gift in a creative sense, like music or writing or painting, those sort of things. So you can also draw upon that as well. That is why it's possible for little children to sit and just seem to be able to suddenly play a musical instrument like a violin or a piano or whatever, as if they've played it all their lives, and in actual fact at another life they have, and so they're drawing it from that. It can be good. Karma can be good. Karma can be other times something that really troubled you in your contract before you have come, and you have agreed to in some way come together with that past and that life and heal it. And it can be healed. Have no doubt about that. It can be left behind. It cannot actually be changed, but the way you think about it can be. And if there are others involved, you can actually deal with asking for peace and love and forgiveness perhaps, or give forgiveness. Whatever it is that is, it can be healed. And in actual fact, physical disabilities can be healed eventually, because you all have in your power to create. And this can be regrown if a new physical part of your body needs, and by body I mean your earth body. Science is starting to move towards that, and you will understand, I think, what I am saying. So, is there anything else you would like to ask about that, or is there another question?
There is another question, please. How do we deal with negative thoughts and behaviour?
With negative thoughts and
behaviour,
yes. Well, in a way, that's what I am saying, that there are entities and recreated forms that have been wandering around in your very next world, which is the astral, and that can actually be tapped into. It can be actually part of you, or it can be another. Either way, you are offering to assist. And one of the biggest things you have agreed to in your contract when you first came in to an earth body is to help others, to always help and never to hurt. That is a big thing. It comes from Sri Satya Sai Baba's teachings. It's simple one but very real. The source of creation is love. And by love, it covers all aspects of love and compassion. And it's the one of helping. Another of Sai Baba's teachings is help ever, hurt never. That is very simple, but it is very real. And if adopted, it can be bringing peace and harmony and goodwill onto this planet. And everyone will know and understand and respect each other. Whether it's this dimension, this immediate world that we see around us, or the very next one, which is part of our atmosphere, but not readily seen, it can be very confused and very unhappy, and we can work to heal that. It can be healed very quickly if you have total faith and connection to the world of light and the God being that you are in your oversoul. There are other members of your oversoul, and they all work to help one another. So is that enough to explain, my son?
Yes.
Or would you like me to explain anything more?
No, that's all.
Thank you, thank you. It's given me great joy to be here this day and to welcome our guests. And I thank you, thank you, thank you. And with love, I depart. Thank you. God bless.